Welcome to my magical chamber. I am the Soul Enchantress, and today we will discuss the concept of Soul Infused Wealth. Firstly, before we get started, I just want to remind you that my videos are designed as a listening tool, so it is not something for you to be entertained by watching the images on your screen. It is actually for you to hear the messages that Spirit intended you to hear. And also in this modern lifestyle where you are out and about all of the time, I've designed it in such a way that you can plug in your earphones and listen to it on the go or whenever you feel called to do so. Also, every topic that I speak about, I have actually been guided by Spirit to do so. Having said all of that, let's get started. And in front of you, I thought I would place some items that represent Soul Infused Wealth for me, and there is, obviously I work a lot with candles, which you can see there. There's also some symbols of money and some money drawing powder, which is an enchanted product that I use and I create myself. Also one of my prosperity stone talismans, which is again available in my shop. Let's get started and speak about Soul Infused Wealth. What I mean by Soul Infused Wealth is wealth that is created with the essence of your soul infused into it, and it has a special magical quality. So in other words, it is the type of wealth that flows easily and is made as a result of being of service to humanity and the planet. So you gain this wealth from actually doing things for other people, yes, but also at some point you are actually helping this gorgeous planet that we live in. Also, one of the criteria for soul infused wealth is that it brings with it a sense of true meaning and feelings of bliss, of you actually earning it. So there are no feelings of guilt or remorse attached to this money. It's just pure joy. And also there are many people who feel quite guilty about charging money for their services or products, no matter what you do for work. I'm not talking about spiritual workers or spirit-based businesses in any way, shape or form. I'm talking about businesses, small, medium and humongous. Most people, whether you're a CEO of a multinational or running your own small business, at their core, this is not something they divulge to themselves even, let alone their accountants or managers or salespeople. They have this tiny sense of guilt about charging or about asking for money. And this is purely through my experience, but also having said that, there are others who don't feel this sense of guilt or a sense of remorse for having charged their client for the work that they've done, because they truly believe that they have created or given of themselves or given a service or produced a product that truly helps the soul of the other person. Whether they understand this subconsciously or consciously, it doesn't matter. And so the resulting emotions attached to the creation of this money is actually pure joy. There are no negative emotions attached to it. That is soul infused wealth. So how do you go about creating soul infused wealth? Here's how you do it. Well, one of the ways that you can do it. First, start by asking yourself why you do what you do for work, whatever that may be. Why do you do it? Why do you do this work? And initially and start journaling it. Initially you may find that the responses you get are very sort of on the surface and mundane and superficial, but keep digging deeper. Why? Keep digging. As you get each answer, keep digging, and you will get to the core of why you do what you do for work. And if it isn't something that is actually you are passionate about and you're doing something for money, well, then obviously you are not creating soul infused wealth. And this is what we're trying to find out. And then once you've done that, investigate what benefits your products or service is actually bringing those who are buying them, which is your clients or your customers. Whether you work for someone else or you run your own business, it doesn't matter. What benefits do your products or services bring those people who actually spend money with you? And now here's the interesting part. Again, keep delving deeper and deeper and deeper into what benefits, and try to get to the core of the benefits. There is something there at the core which is not a physical, it is an intangible spiritual thing that you attach. And if you are in the wrong form of work, or you know in your heart that your customers are not getting that benefit, then you will identify that and we can work with that. Once you've actually identified the why you do what you do for work and what benefits your products or services are bringing your clients or your customers, now see if there is a direct correlation to your soul between your why you do what you do and what benefits it is bringing your clients or customers or those who are actually spending money with you. You will at some point find a direct correlation to your soul between your why and your what. And when that happens, it will be an amazing aha moment, and you will realize why you are actually creating and how you are creating this soul infused wealth and why it so easily flows into your life. And if you are not, bear in mind, this is not any kind of judgmental lesson or message from spirit. This is a message for you to understand what soul infused wealth is. And if you are creating it, then acknowledge it and work with it to increase not only the wealth that you create, but also to increase the benefit that you are spreading across the world. But if you are one of those that is not involved with creating soul infused wealth, don't worry. Once you've identified your why, we can work with that. And if you would like my help, please let me know, and I can help you to identify ways in which you can actually start to create soul infused wealth. So, as always, if you'd like my help with a divination, an enchantment, a meditation, or a mentoring session for your soul, I would love to hear from you. My details are in the description box below. Thank you so much for watching and listening, and don't forget to share, subscribe, and comment. And I'll see you next week. Joyous blessings.